Empty. Chasing the YouTube algorithm. Empty. Watching commentary channels. Empty. Guru channels. Empty. Searching for connection. Empty. Adapting our own expression to suit others. Empty. Opinion after opinion. Who is right? Empty. Is YouTube really a place for art? Empty. I have been asking myself recently why I am here. What am I looking for? And no, this is not some existential musing, it is a simple analysis of why I am here on YouTube. It dawned on me whilst watching one of Rock Wilk's films. People come to YouTube to learn, to look outside of themselves and seek guidance. We listen to the prophets of YouTube growth like Think Media and vidIQ. They talk about storytelling, but it's not really storytelling, it's story teaching. I have followed channels around spirituality, alchemy and the occult. Headlines of folk who claim to know the truth, thousands of views. Exposed, thousands of views. Sensationalist claims, thousands of views. One such title, How to Make God Double Your Income and Work Less, aired 23 hours ago, 32,000 views. What are we all reaching for? What is really important to us? Chasing money whilst we lose ourselves. I watched a video from a YouTube growth channel discussing how creators should aim to make $10,000 a month, implying that earning only $3,000 a month is a failure. I was shocked and shared my thoughts. The creator responded, saying content creators work hard and deserve fair compensation. While I agreed, I couldn't help but think about the minimum wage workers who put in even more effort without receiving the pay they likely deserve, simply because their jobs are labelled as unskilled. What specific skills are truly required to produce a video that mainly comments on someone else's content, yet often results in substantial rewards? I realise I am using one format, but it appears to be a very popular one, and I have to channel my observations narrowly, for the internet is a large place, so it's a restrictive viewpoint. I see that, but I couldn't possibly expand it to every topic that is covered. I'm hoping you will get the point. These channels don't tell a story, they teach. A frustration stirs within those who tell a story, regardless of the message within that story. Those who try to ask a question rather than give an opinion. Of course, this isn't an absolute. There will always be anomalies. But for the most part, it's an observation that has been brewing and finally realised whilst watching one of Rock Wilk's films. It was deep, man. Deeper than the river he wanted to jump into. His bravery for laying himself so bare on a platform where shallow is served in an ocean of mind-numbing content to detract from the real pain we are really in. I am led to a quote by Henri Matisse. Creativity takes courage. You see, most artists, no matter the medium, are deep, expressive people who spend a lot of time in their own heads. This is both a blessing and a curse. Yet to survive in a materialistic world, the artist is forced to sacrifice where their heart truly lies. Expression over money, or rather, money over expression. Another filmmaker, a YouTuber mentioned by Rock in one of his videos recently, shared his desire to shift his channel towards storytelling, but acknowledged that doing so could potentially harm its growth. Rock himself had one of his videos hit the 13,000 view count, his best video to date. It was on the topic of monetization on YouTube, yet his feature films barely scratch 1.5k views. His films, in my opinion, are the type of films you would find at the Cannes Film Festival. This is how independent they are. Commentary channels are about as deep as most want to go. It begs the question, is art self-indulgent? It's rare when an artist is recognised for their work, usually when they are dead or picked up by moguls knee-deep in shit to capitalise on a person's mental health and vulnerability, leaving them easy enough to be exploited. But I digress. Do we make art for ourselves or others? Well, for others, obviously. But the very nature of making art for others is sure enough going to bring it back to it being made for ourselves. Because we want acknowledgement. We don't care if the acknowledgement is good or bad. We just want to be seen, be heard. Is that too much to ask? When I had my YouTube coach, another short-lived endeavour, £100 a month is expensive. Topics such as more generic thumbnails and headline-grabbing titles were the nature of the game. Game being the operative word, as this realm surely is a game. But what level of sacrifice must we make to win at this game? Stay in your niche if you want success. Most of us are not one-dimensional. We are more than three-dimensional, so staying in a niche is a tough proposition one must make to have success. The word box springs to mind. Show and tell as opposed to look deep within. True storytelling asks us to look deep within. Story teaching tells us to look without for guidance. Thank you, Rock, for helping me truly understand the nature of this platform and the recipe for one's success versus failure. People flood to YouTube for opinion or to be taught, not for a story.